When it comes to Atlanta rap lyrics, there's a certain undeniable realness about them. These rappers aren't afraid to talk about the harsh realities of life in the hood, and their lyrics offer an accurate glimpse into the world of Atlanta street life. It's gritty, it's raw, and it's totally unscripted. There are no rules in Atlanta rap, and that's what makes it so unique. From 2 Chainz to Gucci Mane to Young Thug, the Atlanta rap scene is packed with talent. These artists are the real deal, and their lyrics reflect how life is in ATL. So if you're looking for a dose of reality, check out some Atlanta rap lyrics that will make you believe in the realness. The feud between Young Thug and YFN Lucci has been going on for a while, and it doesn't seem like it will end anytime soon. If you thought Thugger was just making things up in his songs, you were sorely mistaken. The man can really make real life events sound good. Take his song Just How It Is, for example. In it, he disses YFN Lucci for almost getting shot in Lenox Mall. He said, "Last tried me, almost got popped in Lenox. Ask the cops, ask the detectives, they all know the business." Lucci didn't take kindly to the diss track and ended up firing back on Instagram, saying Cap's album and boy almost shit himself in Lenox. Thug replied to this by posting on his story saying, "If I didn't like what you do for your mother and kids, I would have been killed you." And what makes this situation even crazier is that shortly after all of this, some YSL members posted a picture of them standing on Lucci's car outside of Lenox, showing him that they indeed could have gotten him if they wanted. But that was nothing compared to what Thug said on Juice WRLD's song, Bad Boy. He said, "You better watch the way you breathe around me, for that breath be your last breath, boy." Smith & Wesson 4-5 put a hole in his heart. "Better not play with me, killer stay with me. I shot at his mommy, now he no longer mention me." This line was one of the many that were brought to the judge's attention during his ongoing trial. They believe that this was linked to a shooting that happened in early 2016 that ended up with Lucci's mom getting injured.
The first time I was on a promo tour, I was in Temple, I think. I was in Temple. I was actually about to go right on the stage, and then they called me like the house got shot up. Everything was good though. Ain't nobody get hit or nothing. Then the second time, I was in the A. We was at the studio, and I get a call, and I rushed home. She had got shit on her leg.
Their beef gets really deep. Young Thug even allegedly sent a hit out on YFN in prison. On May 9th, 2022, the day Thug was arrested, news reporter Michael Seaton tweeted about the indictment containing information that prosecutors had on the rapper. It said that 2 members of YSL had worked to get permission of Young Thug to make a second attempt to harm YFN Lucci while he was jailed in Fulton County. I guess this is why they call him King Slime in court. He definitely had some power. But this next one is probably the reason why we would never get a Migos and Lil Baby collab. It's unclear what the beef is about, but from the lyrics, it sounds like Lil Baby slept with Quavo's girlfriend, Saweetie, on the song Messy. From his joint album with Takeoff, only built for infinity links, Quavo first gave the impression he was stirring the pot when he seemed to allude to Saweetie sleeping with his friend. On the record, produced by DJ Darrell, Quavo raps, "My dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. You wanted the gang, you should have said it. We would have blessed it. Now, shit got messy." When this track first came out, fans assumed that Quavo was talking about his cousin and former Migo, Offset. This was right after the group split and Offset went his own way. So at this point, fans were just trying to find anything to put 2 and 2 together. But eventually, everyone pointed the finger back at Lil Baby, which makes more sense because earlier in the year, they did exchange some words through Instagram. Not too long after this track, Lil Baby dropped his single, Stand On It, where he says, "I don't want you, bitch. We can't swap out." This line was a response to Quavo when he commented on a picture of Saweetie and Lil Baby shopping together, saying, "I ain't tripping, we can swap out." Saweetie just put her 2 cents in on one of her songs from her latest album, The Single Life. On the song Don't Say Nothing, she says, "That's what I get for kissing on these frogs. He got mad and told my business to the blogs." Pretty much saying how this entire situation wouldn't have happened if she would have never talked to either of these rappers. Fans are joking about her because she only sold 2,000 copies her first week, and with a line like this addressing something so serious, it should have been much higher. But this next song started a feud between 2 of the biggest Atlanta rappers to date. On Jeezy's song Stay Strapped from his 2006 album The Inspiration, the Atlanta rapper disses Gucci Mane, rapping, "I put 10 G's on his icy, so icy, I'ma kill him for my dinner." It's pretty clear that Jeezy is not a fan of Gucci Mane, and he makes it known on this track. What's even more interesting about this song is that it might be linked to an event in 2005. That year, there was a shooting outside of the home of one of Gucci's female friends, which resulted in the death of Jeezy's associate, Henry Lee Clark, more known as Pookie Loc. It was rumored that Jeezy put a $10,000 bounty on Gucci Mane's chain, and Pookie Loc, along with a few other guys, tried to claim that. The men waited until Gucci was chilling with one of his female friends to catch him off guard. When the guys ran up in the crib, they threatened him and requested all of his jewelry. But the So Icy rapper wasn't going out that easy. He fought with the thieves for a few seconds until he was able to grab his gun and started firing at them. The gunshots scared the guys off, but one didn't make it out, and that was Pookie Loc. After this altercation, Gucci beat the case and went on to make a song explaining exactly what went down. In Gucci Mane's song, The Truth, he starts by talking about Jeezy's failed bounty attempt, saying, "A $10,000 bounty put on my neck. I hope you ain't pay them cause they ain't had no success." He continued to diss Jeezy throughout the track, but the line that hit the hardest was when he said, "Go dig your partner up, nigga. Bet he can't say shit. And if you're looking for the kid, I'll be in zone 6. This line was so shocking because at the time, everyone just heard about the Pookie Loc situation through the news, and Gucci just got on the track and pretty much said, "Yeah, I killed him. Who's next?" The beef kind of died out over the years, but in 2020, Gucci let the world know that it still ain't over. On November 19th, 2020, Gucci and Jeezy did a versus together. And if you're not familiar with what a versus is, it's when two rappers who are similar get together and go hit for hit, letting the fans decide who had the better career. Like most people expected, during this versus, Gucci played his Truth track and Jeezy wasn't really feeling it. He had a lot to say about this, but his words didn't change how Gucci felt.
Send some more, I'ma send them the same way. In a box back to you.
How you doing?
Free kill. Free kill.
I tell you what though. See, when I even called you and extended this invite, my nigga, I did it as a real man. It's been 20 years.
15 years.
Okay, well, how many? You still talking the same? You feel me? Still talking the same.
Hey man, you
So
gotta
hold on,
take that.
let me talk, my nigga. Let me talk.
Listen.
I mean, can you blame him? The man tried to get him killed, but Jeezy isn't the only ATL rapper Gucci has had issues with. You might remember the song What Kind of King by Gucci Mane. It was a diss track aimed at T.I., and it contained some pretty hurtful lyrics. Well, it turns out those lyrics were actually true. In the song, Gucci raps, "What kind of king do a birthday bash in the middle of the summer with some leather pants?" As it turns out, that's exactly what T.I. did. He hosted said birthday bash on June 17th, 2006, on a day where temperatures outside possibly reached the mid-90s. I don't know about you, but baggy leather pants would probably be my last choice on a hot summer day. This all came from the debate between the two arguing about who's the king of Atlanta. This beef wasn't as serious and never resulted in any violence. But if you feel like these Atlanta lyrics were crazy, the ones in this video will blow your mind.